What is up, guys? King Static up in the house. We're about to take on Scylla in the Internal Temple. So real quick, we're gonna go to my equipment and make sure everyone that I'm gonna use has their equipment. We're gonna be using Cherry, and I think that's it. We'll go over all their stuff later. Um, okay, we're gonna be doing 60. It's gonna be a guide for 60. I've tried 65. I can get through all of it. My guys survive. Everything's fine. It's just I don't do enough damage to kill it yet. I got to turn 15 and it ended, and I still needed like 250k damage. So there is a lot of things I could work on in the damage department with the guys I was already using. I'll go over it right now. Alright, same party I used for 65, but it's just not enough damage. And I'm thinking about either swapping someone with Heim, either Cherry or Leiden with Hein or Matthew. But there's a lot of things I can upgrade though. But we're gonna be using Chris. She has all her moves. We're gonna be using Liana for heal. We're gonna be using Cherry. We're actually gonna change Cherry's move to do more damage and more defense, and that's because she doesn't really have to worry about healing because she's gonna be healthy most of the fight. I got two healers, Chris and Liana. You just want to maximize your damage. That's all you want to do. You want to maximize your damage, and she's always going to be above 90% when she attacks. For Leiden, want to have him carry the fraction buff and divine guard, because my leading, well, if your leading is actually like let me take that back. If your leading is actually good, unlike mine, I don't really work on leading. He has suboptimal gear. I have not worked on his heart bond, so he's missing a lot of stuff. So I just use him like as a kind of a tank, but mainly just a fraction buffer. That's really all I use him for here. Maybe to do a little bit more extra damage, we can try swapping those Phoenix for we can use Max Maids. Maybe that'll give me a little bit more extra damage. And with Elwyn, which is going to be my main source of damage, we're going to go Sword Soul, we're going to go Roar, and we're going to Defense Break. Yeah, that seems fine. And on this boss, let me just go over it real quick. Actually, let's just start it, and then while we're going through it, let's make sure everyone else has their moves. Yes. Okay. This boss, let's go over a passive before we do anything crazy. For every debuff this unit has, gains 8% attack and defense bonus after taking action. Grants all allies Raging Waves. And basically you don't have to worry about Raging Waves until she has I'll go over it when we fight, but basically all I want to explain right now is you don't want to have any debuffs on her that are meaningless. So Defense Break, for instance, is 20%, right? Well, that's one debuff. That means you minus 8% to that 20%. But if you have another debuff, like let's say I attack with War, that's 20% less attack, 20% less defense. If that Defense Break she has two debuffs on her, meaning 8 and 8 is 16. Still, you're still working with a positive 4% on attack and defense break, so you're still up. Any more debuffs and she's gonna keep getting attack and defense. So you don't want to put too many debuffs on her unless it's helping you out. She has one that helps me out also, which is less damage taken percentage wise and more damage taken. Someone else has that in their weapons, but we'll go over it in a little bit. But for now, let's just move up. You can use Divine Guard. You want to put your danger zone on. That helps me out a lot. So when you're fighting the Scylla, put your danger zone on so you know what the distance is on her raging waves is at. But the first turn, she's gonna. Well, actually, her first turn is actually random. But she could use Oceanic Horror, which hits really hard. So you only want to let Elwyn and Leiden get hit by Oceanic Horror. And it's really easy to do that because there's certain spots where she will only attack, which is mainly right here and right here. Is she loves to do these sides, so whoever you have here is not really going to get attacked by that. So I'll show you. But anyways, let's move everyone up for now. Let's move Elwyn. Oh, I didn't fraction buff, didn't I? Yeah, we messed up already. I was supposed to fraction buff, but it should be alright. I mean, he shouldn't die. And they're gonna see. And if you would have been within that bubble right here, she would use raging waves. He would have used raging waves. So you want to stay out of this. Now let me explain it. See right here, if you click on her, 3 turns, it does not trigger Poseidon's curse, so you don't have to worry about raging waves for 3 turns. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. All you gotta worry about really is Oceanic Horror at that point. But if you stand right here and right here, that's where she likes to attack. So as long as you have Elwyn and them over there, then you shouldn't have no problem. These guys are like tanks, okay? So if you click on them, it's either going to be magic defense or regular defense. And right now it's magic defense, so magic defense is not really going to do anything to them, which is fine. But I'll move my Elwyn over here. My Leiden. I'm a fraction buff. And we're gonna use Sorcel on this. And we're gonna kill it. Oh, and I got a helm that I shouldn't have. Like right now he's gonna use this Death Breath. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's not something you want on him. But I'll go over the gear after we beat it. But you don't want that death gear. See, I put an unnecessary debuff on him for killing that. But it's alright. We'll be alright. So we're going to go over here. We're going to use lightning. We're just going to walk our guys up. We're actually... Let's use again on Elwyn. Let's use Roar. It's gonna lower her attack, see, to 1901. He's gonna use Hook. This is the other little minions that she summons that you gotta worry about. But for these, this is perfect for Cherry, but you want to make sure she's full health. So first, let me we could use let me see. We're actually gonna attack her. Cause she can do some damage. She puts a debuff right here. Let me go to it. It didn't proc this turn, but we wanted to heal them and try to put that debuff on her. But any little damage on Scylla helps if you can afford to hit it and not die. Cause this thing has, let's go. This is only a level 60 and it has 496k hit points. I think 65 has like close to 700,000 hit points. So it's really tanky. But for these little ones, what I like to do is, see, there's one with more health, 23k, and then there's one with 6.8, 6,380 health. So what I like to do is I just regular attack this one, and her passive procs, you're gonna use the actual move on the second one because it's more tankier and you want to one-shot it. So you take care of that. You're gonna use lead in, you can attack, Elwin, attack, and since I got some people that are low, I'm gonna use the one that heals my teammates and her. Okay. Alright, she used see? She used Oceanic Horror on Elwin, and he's standing on the top. So you don't want to put Sherry, like, well, I don't know how tanky your Sherry is, but my Sherry's not really the best. So, and even if she was good, I've heard that people in 65, they get KO'd, their cherries, or someone gets attacked that they don't want to get attacked. And I keep telling them, if you put your guys that you want to get attacked, either the top or the right, they will get attacked. She prefers to attack people on the top and the right. It's not always the case, but most of the time that's what she does. So that's a little tip that I'm going to give you guys. Alright, so we always got every turn, keep checking this. So we got one more turn to attack. So what we're going to do is let's heal. Since he got hit by a shrouded car, his hit points are pretty low, and we're actually gonna use Divine Guard this turn. So we'll just put him right here. It doesn't. He's not gonna be doing anything. So he'll guard everyone from there. First, we'll attack with Elwin to see if he puts defense down. Okay. Then we'll attack with Scylla. Last, we'll attack with Chris because she's gonna heal everyone, and she might put a debuff that makes it to where she does less damage. See, gaze. If we go to gaze, I don't know if it's gonna let me. I don't think it's gonna let me. Have to edit that out. Okay. Yeah, it didn't let me check that debuff, but gaze. Basically, it just makes it to where she does less damage. That's my That's what the, I think, accessory or the weapon does. Or no, the accessory, the weapon heals. So, at this turn, we need to back up because she can use Raging Waves, and so can whoever she summons. So now we need to back up. So, you need to do this in a certain way though, because in case she uses wow, I can't say that word for some reason. It's Oceanic Horror, Ocean Horror, whatever, man. Wow, I just woke up, guys. I'm over here slurring words and stuff. But if she uses that, it's gonna hurt. So what I like to do is let's move Cherry over here. We're gonna move Alwyn. We're actually move Alwyn where you want him to get attacked, okay? So let's just move him like right here. And same thing for Leiden. Let's just move him like right outside, like maybe like one space away. Then Chris right behind him, and Leona, because if the two little Leviathans spawn, they're gonna hook her. She's not gonna be able to move, so you don't want to move her too far, but you don't want to move her too close because of the raging waves that will hit. So just behind should be good enough. You could also move her like right here and nothing will hit her, but right here she might get hit by raging waves, but I don't care because I can tank it and she could out heal it. So, and I'm actually gonna again lead in because I want everyone to have fraction buff so they can tank better, just in case she uses Ostratic horror. Lead-in or Alwyn could survive. See right there? Nobody got hit by anything because of my positioning. He couldn't use raging waves because I wasn't in within the striking distance of raging wave. I'm just outside that bubble, as you can see. She can't use anything either. The only ones that would have been able to attack me at that point is if she would have, which is random, and if she would have summoned the little Leviathans, where she summons one strong one and one weak one that uses the hook. Well, and then they use raging waves, which doesn't do too much damage, and he would have got hit with raging waves, and he would have got hit, and she would have got hit with raging waves, and then she would have got hooked. But they all would have survived. But if I was worried about her not surviving, I would have moved her here. But anyways, we look right here. It's magic defense, okay? We're gonna use Alwyn to clear some of them. Says it's magic defense. Even if it doesn't debuff that tanky part, he's still gonna kill it because he's physical defense, physical attack. And I really hate that. I want to get rid of that helm so bad. So we're gonna attack lightning. We're gonna move. Lead him right here. For this turn, we're gonna attack. Okay, she used gaze. Let me go over this little debuff right here. Damage dealt decreased by 15%, which is actually worth it. Even if you have 3 debuffs, I did the math, and she actually does less damage, even though her attack increases by another 8% because the 15%. It takes her total percentage and reduces it by 15% after she does all the after she gets all the debuffs. So you're actually winning out there. So any debuff that reduces damage she does, it gives her the debuff where she has more damage taken, is good in this, even if you're gonna give her another stack of debuffs, because those will stack on top of the defense down and attack down, whatever. Okay, she's using the little Leviathans, and they're gonna hook Liana, but she's gonna stay right there. And we're gonna do the same thing we did last time they spawned. We're gonna see which one's the weak one, which is right here. We're gonna take Terry. We're gonna attack. Okay. He's probably not gonna die. I didn't use a move. Yeah, I didn't have a move available, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna use lead in to finish it off.
Let's try our best.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack. I'm gonna save Sword Soul.
Time to go.
And then we're actually gonna attack
Yes.
with Liana to see if we can she only did 6k, almost 7k damage, but I wanted that debuff on her, which is ancient, and what it does is damage taken 20%. So 20% more damage taken, and then if you would do like that first, I should have did that first actually before Alwyn attacked. So then he would have done 20% more damage because she takes 20% more. So, but you know, so the 20% defense down on top of the 20% damage taken stacks. And even though those are two debuffs right there, so she does get 8 and 8, which is 16. It's still well worth it.
Here.
And even right here, even if that Gaze debuff procs, which it did, it's still worth it because she's gonna do even less damage. See right there, 11k
Coming.
because of all those debuffs and the Gaze. If it wouldn't have been Gaze, she would have done a little bit more damage. So it's definitely worth it.
Yes.
So right here, we gotta check. We got one more turn until the curse happens. And notice how she keeps attacking on the top. Right here. So wherever you want to get hit, put them right here. Or right here. Right here or right here. Remember that. Because a lot of people keep saying, oh, my guys keep dying. Oh, my guys keep getting hit by raging waves. And they keep dying, or I can't kill her because my guys get too low or whatever. As long as you know how the setup is, where you have to be at all times, this is actually a very easy fight to survive. The hard part is doing enough damage while surviving. Okay? So anyways,
Okay.
so we got one more turn. So what we're gonna do is let's do this. Let's just heal.
Thinking. And then. Coming.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna move Elwyn right here. I mean Leiden. We're actually gonna attack first with Elwyn though. So let's attack with Elwyn. We weren't able to put any debuffs on, so that's cool.
Coming.
We'll use this since her lightning's coming up. Yo, I always like to keep one move on her, so when the little Leviathans come, we can kill the tankier Leviathan. Otherwise, she can't one-shot them. So,
Time to go.
and then she's the last one to attack. So, we'll just attack.
What?
Okay, so right here, notice how now she can use Raging Thunder and she's gonna hit you hard next wave. You have to get out. So we have to get out again, which is fine. You just keep doing this process over and over and over. We got plenty of turns. We're only on turn 9. She's almost dead. So
Let's do it.
let's walk Leiden out last since he's gonna fraction buff. So we want everyone to get the fraction buff,
Coming.
but we want them to do it last.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is
Please give me a command. Time to go.
let's move to Leon.
Okay.
Let's move Elwin.
It's here.
Let's move Chris.
Let's do it.
And let's fraction buff.
Charge.
Remember, you want to kind of move Chris last so she can put buffs on your guys. Okay, so Leviathan again. So that means there's no damage is going to be done.
What?
So let's check it out. This one is defense, so Alwyn would have trouble killing it without his sword soul. But since we got sword soul, it does not matter.
Let's try our
So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna use sword soul. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna put an unnecessary debuff on Scylla, but it is what it is. I will be swapping that helm out though. I just haven't had the resources. I've been having to upgrade other people's things. She needs her weapon upgraded and her accessory upgraded, so it's like a lot more important. The helm is the last thing I need to worry about on him. But even then, I still survive on the 65, so it's not too important. But it just bugs me.
What?
Okay.
So we're not gonna move Cherry
Coming.
here because she will die. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Divine Guard right here. Actually, that's not. We should have put Divine Guard like up here, but whatever. We're just gonna do a regular attack.
It's here.
We're gonna
It's here.
attack.
Please give me a command.
We're gonna again Elwin.
This is my faithful heart.
We're gonna use Roar. I hope he heals himself afterwards. There you go. Little Leviathans, they're gonna use Hook on Leona. She's gonna stay there because someone's blocking her. It's the same process over and over and over until the thing dies.
Coming.
So, again, look at which one's weaker. It's this one. Do a regular attack. Now, when Wild Princess passive comes up, use a move skill to kill this so it one-shots it. Alright, you took care of those.
Let's try our best.
Now,
Let's try our best.
I'm actually gonna use Liana to attack first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Please give
We're
me
gonna use Liana to try to get that debuff. It didn't do the debuff, so whatever.
Okay.
We're gonna attack with then Alwyn.
Our best.
You use your debuff attackers first. Alright,
Let's do it.
now lead in. And I like to use Chris last because
here.
she's gonna heal everyone. And because she has a debuff that makes it so Scylla does less damage on you, which is like the last thing you need to worry about. Alright, Oshadekar. Look, she only did 9706 because she had that debuff on her. So, doesn't even hurt him, really.
Yes.
Uh, let's see how many turns we have. One more turn. And we're not even going to move this time. We're just going to kill her. If we don't manage to kill her this turn,
Yes.
we're going to kill her the next turn. We're just going to do that.
Okay.
But anyways, we're going to heal everyone this turn.
Faithful heart.
We use prayer. Everyone has full health.
What?
Again, we're going to attack with
Let's try our
Elvin.
best.
What?
Let's do it.
We're going to attack with Leiden.
What?
We're going to attack with Cherry with the move because we're going to kill her anyways. We're going for the kill now. We might not get it, but
Time to go.
for sure she's going to die next turn.
Coming.
Okay. Let's. She has again, so let's have Elwyn attack and then again if she survives. But I think she's dead. And that's how you kill her, guys. Pretty simple. I explained where you got to move, how you got to move, and maybe if you guys are interested, I'll show you 65, but I can't clear it. I don't have enough damage yet, but I can show you. It's basically the same thing I did in 60, what you got to be doing, except she hits harder, but she does the same exact thing. You do the same exact thing I just did. Alright. Okay, and let's go over my characters because this is a little bit newer character except for Alwyn, which you use in almost everything. He's like a PvE god. But anyways, this is the helm I was talking about that it doesn't help that fight because it puts this it puts this debuff on him, and you don't want that debuff on him. But he has Dragon Slayer Graham, the armor, and Apex boost for more mobility. Basically, you just want attack and defense and health on him. Okay. Oh, and his moves. Well, I already went over their moves in the beginning. Who else did I use? Chris. Let's go with Liana. Same setup that I've had on all the dragon fights, but if this is the first time watching, there's the runes. She has full moon for more int plus 15%, and basically you just want int on her. You want her to heal and hit points. You want her to survive. Here's where it gets interesting. Chris. She's 5 stars. Now, I think here's another reason I'm lacking a lot of damage is this is only level 30. Okay, I'm missing int from that. And this is only level 40, so I'm missing int from that. And looking at this, I can actually get better enchant on it too. So she has a lot of room for improvement. Although I don't have gold, so I can't improve her. But she will get buffed up. Plus she needs bonds. So this is like where I'm lacking a lot of damage. So she will be getting worked on. Like she's on my top priority at the moment. Who else did we use? We used Cherry. All I did was take Ultimate Muller's gear because I use Ultimate Muller. I don't really use Cherry, but this is all Ultimate Muller's gear, and mainly it's just attack and defense, attack and defense. with some health. Mainly just you just want attack. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take this off, put it back on all time mode because I don't use her except for that. Okay. And then who else did I use? Here's my lead-in. He is terrible. He's only 4-star, and I got SSR gear on him, but like the runes are just terrible, and I don't really work on them. And who else? I think that's it. Let's just go to the bonds. I can show you guys. See right here. Let's go to lead-in. See, these bonds are level 1 right here. Oh, I actually got this to level 5. I'm surprised. I think it was just to unlock his bonds that before to unlock this. But let's see here. That's his bonds, and I don't use lead-in except for this fight. Like, he's not my tank. My tank is Vargas, so I rarely use lead-in. So that's why he's so bad and garbage on me. But lead-in is an amazing character. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people use him, but mine sucks, and I don't use him. So let's see. Elwin, I've already gone over him. He's got all his attack max, and I'm working on the heart bond. Ooh, next time I will be able to upgrade this. So yeah, right now he's a priority to get to level 10. And let's see what else. We're going Liana, all max except for the heart bond, and these two. Yeah, we'll be getting that when we get some more heart keys eventually. Chris, I still need to work on Chris. Like, she's lacking attack. She unlocks that in 2 more, but she's lacking attack. I'm gonna leave this alone. We don't need that, but we don't need that one either. We need the attack one though. She needs int. She needs int. So we're gonna be getting that on her, so she hits harder. So maybe we can kill that Scylla, 65. And let's see, that's it. Oh, Cherry. Cherry we could work on a little bit too to do some more damage, but I don't think I'm going to be using her for 65. I might though. I might. If we get really close on 65 after I upgraded everybody else that I am going to be using for 65, and we're only missing like, I don't know, anywhere between 20 to 10k damage, I think leveling this up throughout the whole fight will make that 10k difference in the damage department. So, and then we'll probably use her, but if not, I'm most likely going to be using Haim or Matthew, probably Matthew. But yeah, so yeah, if you have Matthew already worked up, I would recommend using Matthew for that fight because he's gonna make everyone stronger. Just let's go over Matthew. Oh, he's right here. Duh. Because he has attack right here, so his soldiers have more attack. Then he has attack, right? But let's go to his moves real quick. Matthew. Where's Matthew? There he is. Okay. Let's go to him real quick. This is a recommendation. if you're having a hard time and you don't have the characters that I have, but you have a Matthew, I recommend using Matthew instead of Cherry or whoever you can decide who to swap out, who's best for you. But Matthew is great because he has, where is it? This move, attack command, which is amazing. All allies within 2 blocks gain 10% attack and 8. So everyone in your team is going to be hitting plus 10% more to their attack. Plus, let's go. He has the faction buff, so that means he could bring a faction buff if you want the other guys to bring damage. Or let's see here. His passive, when entering battle, if a friendly unit is within 2 blocks, which everyone's going to be within 2 blocks, 80% chance to increase attack and defense by 15%, and I think that goes up to 20 at level 6, but I don't know. Don't get me lying. But yeah, that's a little nice boost that you're always going to have throughout the fight. And if you're still lacking damage and you really invested into Matthew, I recommend going here and getting this, and that will give him more. It will give him 10% more attack, defense, and magic defense on top of the ones he's already getting. So that's going to be a huge buff with attack command. That's already 20% more, and then with his passive, if you have him level 5, which everyone should have him level 5, that's 15% more. So that's 35% more damage just for having people near you, which throughout the fight he's going to do that. So yeah, he's a good damage dealer for that fight. So if you have any questions, let me know. If this helped you out, let me know. If you want me to do it any of the other Eternal Temples, I will be releasing the Leviar one, and but if you want me to do the Phoenix and the other one, let me know. Valkyrie. What was your hardest part in this fight? And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and King Static out. Later.